morning, everyone. My question for you today is, are you doing what you need to be doing? Our verse is James 4:17. So whoever knows the right thing to do and fails to do it, for him it is a sin. Have you ever thought about not doing what you know you should be doing as a sin? Usually we tend to think of, okay, that's that other stuff, the big stuff. That's not, little things. That's not eating crap when I really shouldn't. That's not maybe, speeding when I know I shouldn't. Or any of a very long list of things that we could make of things that we don't usually put in the same category, that we don't usually count as procrastinating on doing things. Think I'll just do it later, but does the later ever come? According to our verse, it's saying if we know the right thing to do and we don't do it, it is a sin. It is a wrong against God. And while we are all sinners and perfection is not possible in this world, how have you let yourself or myself get comfortable with the idea of and make excuses for just for not doing things that we know God wants us to be doing? We, as long as we feel the need to make excuses, there's some part of us that knows we really should be doing it. And so that in and of itself is probably a blazing red flag that says, okay, this is not a good thing to be not doing, or it's not a good thing to be pushing off and saying, oh, that I'll do it whenever. If it's important and important to your health or important to your spiritual growth, is it praying? Is it doing your quiet time? Is that getting pushed off? Is one-on-one time with God being pushed off even though you know you really need it? The list is endless. There's lots of things that would fall into these categories. And I want to encourage you to think about that. And I have another song for you today. Basically in keeping with what I want to encourage you to do as a result of thinking about this and pondering, James 4:17. And that is basically a chorus, Maranatha probably, chorus that is, humble thyself in the sight of the Lord. And I cannot do all parts of the round necessarily when it's just me singing because they overlap, but I will do part of it. Humble thyself in the sight of the Lord. Humble thyself in the sight of the Lord, and he shall lift you up higher and higher, and he shall lift you up. Humble thyself in the sight of the Lord. Humble thyself in the sight of the Lord, and he shall lift you up higher encourage you today to take some time to pray. Humble yourself before God and ask for forgiveness for things that you might not have been doing, and to show you things that you might need to be doing, whether physically or spiritually, that you're not doing. Because sometimes you might not even be aware of it. You might not be aware of the things that you're ignoring. Some of them you know, and I know you know. But there's probably some, as there are with me, that we kind of block out and we forget about. So ask God to remind you of those things and ask for His forgiveness. If you have some inspiration that you really want to share, feel free to post it in the comments below the video. And I will see you next week with another verse and another video. See you then.